Must I always be waiting on you? Must I always be playing your fool?
Hey, it's Nate Savage from GuitarFam.com. Welcome to this cover song lesson, Sittin' Waitin' Wishin' by Jack Johnson. This one is great for bar chords, great for strumming, great for muted strums, all those types of things. So if you feel like you need help getting those basic things down, I would invite you to go to GuitarFam.com and create your complimentary account where you can go through the Guitar Foundations course. It's free for everyone who has a complimentary account. And if you need help getting farther into this type of stuff, you can always schedule a personal private one-on-one lesson with me on the site. The first one is complimentary. Okay, let's get into this. The resources for you for this song, for this lesson, are on the Guitar Fam site. You can download the tab and the jam track so you can have as much fun as possible and learn as quickly as possible too. All right, we're in the key of, I would call it A minor. You can think of it as C major if you want. Let's go with C major just to keep it simple. So C would be your 1, C major. D minor would be your 2. E minor would be your 3. Major 4 would be F major. 5 is your G major. 6 is your A minor, relative minor. And 7 would be B diminished and back to C, even one chord. Now, out of the chords you're playing, this is like a bar chord powerhouse song. So if you need to work on your bar chords, this is a really good one to put on your list of songs to learn. But let's just go through the chords as they appear in the song. First off, it's going to be an A minor bar chord with the E shape. And I use just the bottom 3 strings or the low 3 strings to play a power chord, right? Instead of switching from a power chord to an A minor chord, that's a lot of work. So I'll just leave that on. And then I'll take my pinky off to play an A minor 7. Bar on the 5th fret there. And then I bounce down to the 3rd fret with my bar, put a G major chord on E shape. And I hit just the bottom couple strings, and then I take my pinky off to make it a G dominant 7. Same thing for the F. Put an F bar chord E shape on. I just play the bottom 3 strings, and then pinky comes off for an F7. Same thing for a C chord, all the way up here on the 8th fret. So C power chord, right? I'm using this E bar chord shape for C power chord, just the bottom 3 strings, and then I left my pinky for a C dominant 7. And that's something that Jack Johnson does a lot. He'll play the regular major chord or power chord, and then change one note to make it a 7th chord to give the song or progression a certain mood. It's pretty cool. Now I did watch a lot of the live performances in this, and he's playing that E bar chord a lot more than I thought. I thought he might be throwing more open chords in there, but he's not. He's using the bar chords. But you get to the chorus and he is using some open chords like an E to an E7, which is not in the key of C. So it's more of like A harmonic minor if you're thinking of it like that. But this whole song has a bunch of 7 chords in it that don't belong. But I just look at that as being a little more bluesy. So the chorus, E to E7, just pick your 3rd finger up there off the D string. And then you have an A minor to an A minor 7. So just a normal A minor, pick your 3rd finger up off the G string to play an A minor 7. After that, the only other chords you need to really consider are in the bridge, and that's just an open C. So you've already played an E, you've already played an F, and you've already played a G. So those are the other chords in the bridge.
Well, I was sitting, waiting, wishing you believed in superstitions, and maybe you'd see the signs. Lord knows that this world is cruel, and ain't the Lord, no, just a fool and a loving somebody, don't make them love you. Must I?
So I'll start off with just a chugga, 2/16 notes, down, up, muted. And I like to put my fingers, all 4 fingers on between the 5th and 7th frets. I find that gets me a really good percussive sound. But I get an A minor on to start with. And this is where my strumming pattern starts. The strumming pattern is just down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And you loop that over and over again for the intro and the verses. Down, 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 down. And when you have the A minor on to start, I go 2 downs on just the power chord, like the bottom 3 strings, right? And then a muted strum. and then I switch to my A minor 7, just pull my pinky off, and then I do full strums here, or mostly full strums. And I go down, up. Okay, so that's one cycle of the strumming pattern. From there, I repeat that same strumming pattern on an A minor 7. But this time on the last down up, I take my hand off and just play open strings. And you'll see that Jack Johnson does that a lot. Just fits the style of, you know, kind of more relaxed style that he's doing, and it gives you time to get to the next chord. So here's that full measure on the A. Down, down, doop, down, 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 doop, down, open. It's a little bit easier to get the context of that when it's played up to speed. So I'll do that for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, you're just going to go down to a G major and play the exact same thing, but instead of playing, you know, A minor to A minor 7th, it's just G to G7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. For the F, it's the exact same thing. Down, down, doop, down, 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 doop. Open strings on your way up to the C. Open strings to get back and loop it again. So that's the main chord progression for the intro. You play it once for the intro. It's also the main progression for the verses. For the intro, play it once. For the verses, you play it twice. So let me just play it through once from beginning to end so you can get a context for how it flows with the chord progression and that strumming pattern that repeats over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it for the intro and the verses of the song. I'd practice that by themselves before you go into the chorus.
Must I always be waiting, waiting on you? Must I always be playing, playing you fool?
The chorus changes quite a bit. It's a little bit easier. It's just E to an E7 twice, and A minor to an A minor 7, A minor to an A minor 7. And the strumming pattern, it's really the same, it's just more open. It's down, 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 up with some accents. So if you have down, 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 down. Okay, and the chord changes are a little bit different spots from the E to the A, but we'll talk about that as we go. And I am hitting on the first two downs. I hit like the bottom few strings. And for the rest, down, down, down. I hit more full chords, or include the high string, so down, down. Accent the 2, down, down, down. Okay, so that's the main strumming pattern. On beats 3 and 4, switch to an E7, do the same thing. Next measure, do the same thing. And for this, work on that. Work on the strumming pattern by itself and then throw the chords in. Okay? The next two measures are similar from A minor to A minor 7, but it switches on a different spot for the chord. So if you have, it switches on the and of 2 to the A minor 7. Other than that, it's the exact same strumming pattern. You're just taking your finger off like a half a beat earlier for that A minor 7. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. The way I remember that is just when I hear that accent, I know the very next strum is where I need to take my third finger off to make it A minor 7. So 2 and 2. So here's the E, which is more straight. The chord changes are on the 1 and the 3, and to the A where the chord changes are on that 1 to the and of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so a little bit different. You don't have any muting on there, so it feels a little bit easier to play to me and a little more open. But the strumming pattern is essentially the same as what you're playing on the verses with no mutes. A little more focus on accents and playing that power chord at the bottom. And that chord changes in a different spot from the E to the E7, or the A minor to the A minor 7. So for the chorus, you're going to play that whole thing through twice. The whole A minor. So that's once, again, A minor. So that's one time through the chorus. So at this point, we've done the intro, verse 1 and chorus 1. Then you're going to see a del segno sign that tells you to go back to the beginning of the verse, play verse 2, and then play chorus 2, and that leads us into the bridge of the song.
I keep playing my part, but it's not my scene. I want this block to twist, I've had enough mystery. I keep building it up, but then shooting me down. I'm already down, just wait a minute.
That gets us to the bridge, which is just a C major, and the same strumming pattern here is down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Accenting the 2 and the 4, and I'm just using a C for one full measure of that. 1, 2, 4. And you go to an E for one measure, same thing. 1, 2, 4. And on the 1 and the 3 and, I'm just hitting the bottom strings. To give it some dynamics and putting that accent on the 2 and 4. From there to an F, same exact thing. One full measure. And then you have a split measure here on G for the first 2 beats. Same strumming pattern. F for the second 2 beats. Next, you start the progression over, but it's a little bit different this time. C for measure. E. F for measure. And then G for one full measure. And that's it for the entire bridge.
Just sit and wait it. Just wait a minute. Just sit and wait it.
After the bridge, you go to an instrumental interlude, which is just the verse of the song. So you just play this again. You play that twice, and that gets you back into verse 3, which is just another normal verse. Play that same progression I just played 2 more times. That gets you into the final parts of the song. It's just a double chorus. So instead of playing that twice, you play it 4 times. And the last time you do it, the 4th time you do it, is a little bit different. So let's say you played that 3 times already. Let's say this is the 4th time one. Instead of playing another measure of A minor there, you're going to go back to E. And just play a measure of E to E7 there. And then you end on an A minor chord. So the order of this song is intro, verse 1, chorus 1, take the del segno back to the verse, so play verse 2, chorus 2, and then you have the bridge, then you go to the interlude, then you go to verse 3, then you have a double chorus at the end with that little bit of a change of the progression at the very last of the song. All right, that's it for this lesson. Let me know in the comments what other songs you'd like to see here on the channel. I'll do my best to get to them. And if you haven't yet, go to guitarfam.com and create your complimentary account. You can go through the Guitar Foundations course for free, and you can meet a really supportive community that'll love to cheer you along. Also, don't forget, every Guitar Fam member, complimentary account or premium, gets one personal private one-on-one lesson with me. The first one is free. That's it.
Well, I was sitting waiting, wishing you believed that this world is cruel and I ain't the Lord, no, just a fool and a loving somebody don't make them love you. Must I always be waiting, waiting on you? Must I always be playing, playing your fool? I sang you songs, I danced your dance, I gave your friends all a chance. Putting up with them wasn't worth ever having you. Maybe you've been through this before, but it's my first time, so please ignore the next few lines, cause they're directed at you. I can't always be waiting, waiting on you. I can't always be playing, playing your fool. I keep playing my part, but it's not my scene. I want this plot to twist, I've had enough mystery. Keep building it up, but then shooting me down. But I'm already down, just wait a minute. Just sit and wait it. Just wait a minute. Just sit and wait it. Well, if I was in your position, I'd put down all my ammunition. I'd wonder why it's taking me so long. But Lord knows that I'm not you, and if I was, I wouldn't be so cruel, cause waiting on love ain't so easy to do. Must I always be waiting, waiting on you? Must I always be playing, playing your fool? No, I can't always be waiting, waiting on you. I can't always